Hey everybody, this is Sunbon Creations. Pop on in, and sending love to the new subscribers. Thank you for popping into my videos. I really greatly appreciate it. And like and share. But I finally finished making my protective bracelets. I had an assignment of 20 to make. So I ended up making 21. I guess that one is for me because actually I don't have one at all. But I needed lavender beads and some pink beads, and I didn't have the lavender and the pink. So what I did was I took a lavender bead that I had hand painted, just a regular glass bead, and I made my own eye. So I just used a regular acrylic dot paint pen, and I use this acrylic paint as the black, and I used a toothpick. I just broke the toothpick in half so I can get the flat end to make a the black dot, in other words. And I just covered it with this Dura Clear high gloss. That's why I have this right here. So we're going to move that aside. So I meant to do this video earlier, but I got caught up because I had beads all over my table and they were unstringed. So I had to string the beads back on the string and, you know, tie them up to clear my work area, because I'm going to be doing probably more bracelets today. Yes, because I need more watch hours. So, but you know, everything in its time, everything in the time. But let me show you what I ended up with the pink ones, like this one. And these are cloudy quartz with regular pink beads. I showed you these beads, and it turns out they simple and they nice just like they are. And what adds a little glamour to them is the way that I decorated the charm. So I beaded the charm and I just decorated, made my own personal, you know, design of charms on here. So we're going to put this one here. That's another pink. And this is cloudy quartz also. But forgive me because I got to, I'm thinking about just going to the park for like an hour, and then I got to go to Lowe's Food to grab something for dinner. So I did they are basically, you know, just the same. I did all of them in the gold trim, and I like the gold trim on these. And these are going to someone, and they are going to push these out and sell these. So check the green one out. So, because they better at market than I am. And I'm beginning to wonder, I paid someone to do me a website, right? And I haven't heard from these people in 2 weeks. She said, I'm going to get back with you last Monday. And I didn't hear a thing. I said, well, maybe I'm going to give her a week. Maybe she's busy. But I'm going to, and on weekends they don't work. So I'm going to reach out to them tomorrow and ask what's going on. If you're not going to do my website, then shoot my money back to me. You know? And this lavender, I just love it. And actually, this is the color that I wanted. I wanted to do more like this because you don't see a lot of these on the market. So they're beautiful. So I love those lavender colors. And look at this one. These are more cloudy quartz that I got, you know, to make these. And then I put a clear quartz on them. So I just randomly went through with whatever beads that I had and completed the order. And this one is a little different also. So I'm like, just, you know, do your thing, just make the bracelets. That's morganite right there. But to make these bracelets, see, I got a clear, a lighter side, medium, and I'm not going to say dark, but this is those. So I finally ended up, I changed the, this bead here only works by itself. Or you have to add another bead just like this in order for these bracelets to come out, you know, pretty good. Other than that, they are awkward. I don't know what it is about that bead. Maybe this is the Turkish bead. Turkish beads work with Turkish beads, I guess. And, or a simple bead. Oh, I gotta take this off. I'm taking that off. I don't too much like that on there like that. And this one I just made it simple also. So I'm just going through simple hand. And if someone like some of these to be made for them, just hit me in the comments and let me know. Or email me at sunbonkreations@gmail.com. Yeah, this is the one I got to reconstruct. I don't like all that on there like that. I'll probably take that blue one off. Yeah, it don't go. This one is nice too. The black and the red. The yellow and the black. And actually, and I did these with like a 6mm bead. These are 6mm wooden beads. And they turn out awesome. That one. That's nice too. I like that color, the way I did that one. And this is the one that I went back and changed. I had like a red charm, so I changed it out to the black charm. Yeah, I think I like that better. And these are like 6mm red wooden beads also. Some are wooden and some are beads and some are clouded quartz. I used, you know, what I had because I didn't want to buy any more beads. I'm trying not to buy any more beads until I move down my beads that I got, until I use some of them up and sell them. But I like these. Yeah, I gotta switch that one. Yeah, I think I like them. Or if I could have stacked it like that, that would have been nice also, guys. But we're not gonna be long. And you see how I did this? I need to make this one smaller because when it's like that, it's just like catching and it's not flowing freely like this side. So this is going to be a smaller gold jump ring. Like I say, I'm always learning. I'm always learning and changing things, you know, so it'll fit properly. But definitely taking that blue one off. I'll leave the red on there. Yeah. But I'll take the blue off. But anyway, guys, we're 8 minutes into this and I'm out. But let me explain to you what I made these with. I made these with the Crystal Tech. And I found out a secret about this Crystal Tech. You only need to pull about this amount. You see that? Let me get you off. Let's see. Let's say you only need to pull maybe 6 inches of this Crystal Tech off, and then you stretch it. Because I had a lot left over, and then I started saying, wait a minute. You know, I started thinking, I said, just cut just a little bit off and then stretch it. And yeah, and it stretched. And once you do this, you can save on your stretch rod. I mean, the Crystal Tech, I don't know about anybody else's stretch cord, but I like this. But that's what I use to make these with. And this is a 1.0mm also, and it worked fine on these beads. And I use scissors to cut the stretch cord. And I use these bent nose pliers for my charms to open and close the jump rings, and I call these flat nose, long nose, flat nose. I don't know if that's the name or not, but that's what I call. And I use this to make the scarf. Let me show you what I mean. Not that one. I did, you know. Gosh, why can't I find one where I wrap the bead around? Gosh. I know I did. I wrapped the bead around. Oh, y'all see how I really need to get out of here. See that little portion there? I wrapped the bead around and made that circle like a scarf. It's called like a scarf. That's what I used these to form the loop to wrap. And I use cutters to cut the excess wire from around my wrap. And that's all I use for this project. But thank you guys, and we'll catch you in the next video. Have a wonderful day today. Thanks for viewing, and as always, do what you do. Like and share. Appreciate it.